Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Vault Hunters. In today's episode, we're going to work on a special project. A lot of the crystals that I've made so far are starting to require a lot of materials. So we're going to make some farms, but we're going to put them in a special place. We're going to make a lab. More on that later, but we'll probably need to run quite a few vaults to get the materials we need to make the farms. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Doesn't really fit the theme, but let's go explore for a second. If we come north in our lab, we come to our power room. This room's purpose is to take care of our power generation needs, as well as making any possible power upgrades that we need to make. You can also see this network receiver in the middle of the floor. Now, this actually links up with our storage system up over there, so that I didn't have to run a bunch of wires all over the place. However, there is a wire that runs all the way through over to this area, which will be the place where we mess with thermal expansion. Yes, I did unlock thermal expansion. First time playing with this mod, so might take a minute for me to get used to it. We'll be learning together. Again, not complete. Just wanted to show you what I've been working on off camera, so you're not overly surprised by anything. As you can see, we are ridiculously low on a lot of gems. We don't have much Buddha dye. We don't have much Benny, Larimar, any gems really. So I think we need to run a few vaults and focus simply on gems. So let's get to it. I figured out why I'm not getting as many ores as I thought I should. There aren't any enchantments on this pick. I feel dumb. Fixed. Yep, I made a huge difference. I feel dumb. Anyway, I think we've got enough gems to do what we need to do. So let's look at the stuff we got from the vaults. There's nothing really too noteworthy about the jewels we got. I just wanted to note that we got 3 hammering jewels. As for gear, we got a fair amount. We did get an Omega Axe. Nice. Since we now have the Benny, we need to catch up on our relics. And we have 1 and 2 ready to be placed. We'll go ahead and put that there. And that one there. And a symbol. Cupcake. And Richity. Pog. Okay, I've done a few things down in the lab too. We now have chromatic iron duplication going on with thermal expansion. Basically, when you put raw chromatic iron into a thermal expansion pulverizer, it crushes it into 2 chromatic iron dust. When you smelt a chromatic iron dust, it turns into a chromatic iron ingot. So we have a system here. We have this interface that is consistently pulling out raw chromatic iron and chromatic iron dust from our storage system. And we have this modular router that pulls raw chromatic iron from the interface and sends it to this barrel up here. For some reason, you can't just put it directly into the thermal expansion machines. Not sure why, but that's what it is. And then pulls out the raw chromatic, or the chromatic iron dust, and sends it to this barrel, here, you'll notice these polar modules here. These two are for this system. We have one that pulls out the chromatic iron dust, because you can pull stuff out for some reason, and just sends it straight down into this interface, which deposits into our system. And the same for the redstone furnace. This first polar module here is actually for the aquatic entangler that I installed. Go show you that really quick. Now, this is the aquatic entangler I installed. The aquatic entangler is a neat little thing. It's basically an automatic fish farm that doesn't require you to sit and wait at it. It can produce cod, salmon, and I believe a few other things. You can put aqua chow or benthic aqua chow in the aqua entangler to get more things from it. But for our purposes, I don't think that's really necessary. There are a couple of other machines that I want to put in, so I think we'll go ahead and work on that a little bit. 2 more farms in place. We are now making ice and snowballs via the blast chiller. These are interesting little machines. They've got a few things they can do, which are pretty cool. In this mod pack, there are much easier ways to get obsidian, glowstone, ender pearls, all that good stuff. I think the next step for this area is to start bringing all these down there. Alright, I got most of the easy villager farms down here. At least the crop and iron farms. And I got them hooked up directly into our storage system as well. We've got iron down here, beetroot, carrot, and wheat. We still needed to get patates down here. We didn't have patates previously. In fact, we didn't even have beetroot. I actually went ahead and made all of these farmers up, as well as 1 or 2 of these. And I want to fill each of these out with 3 of each. But we're out of chromatic steel. We will run some more vaults in a moment to get some more carbon. But I wanted to update you on this, as well as show you that this is looking pretty empty right now. I forgot to actually explain how these are automatically picking everything up and everything. You can see the little beam swords that they produce every now and then. That's because there's a modular router sitting underneath all of them. We've got 3 polar modules, each pointing to a different farmer, and 1 sender module. The polar modules pull anything out of the farmer module, and the sender module sends it to the interface to go into our system. You can see that the redstone mode is high, and that is because of these detectors. Whenever there is less than 2048 beetroot in our system, we will output a signal which will turn on that modular router. Let's go get some carbon. And now we have patates.
Wifey finally hopped on. Wants to run a vault. So I'm going to go do that with her. Probably won't put it in the video, but we'll record it. If you guys want to see it, let me know and I'll add it and upload it as a separate video. Be back in a bit.
Once again, we need more steel. Let's vault. And there we go. Well, let's see how much carbon we got. Not as good as the last run, but still pretty good. And what is this I see here? Okay, that is awesome. FYI, I'm starting to get a little more pickier with the jewels, in case you hadn't noticed. I would have normally kept this 66 size, 1% copiously. previously, but we're starting to get into the good jewels now, so that's getting trashed. As for the jewels we are keeping, we've got this really awesome legendary copiously. We've got this copiously, trap disarm, and 2.7% item quantity. And gear, I think we might actually be able to roll this all at once. There's the scrappy, common, rares, and no epic, but an omega. And we identify. Nice. Well, that carbon was enough to make one farmer. So let's vault. See how we did. Another 496 carbon. Not bad. Well, I was going to say, let's make an Uber, but this is like the 5th time in a row that 200 plus rotten flesh have come up. So I think we should make a farm for mob drops. But I don't want to do it with just this big old box in the sky above the base. I made all of our mystery eggs into hostile mystery eggs. Let's go ahead and open them up and see if we can get 4 of any specific type of zombie. And Kajirium. Now, these are expensive, but I believe I can handle it. Oh, I need a wither skull. Time to go kill some wither skellies, I guess. I can't make it up. Literally the first wither skeleton that I found and killed, I got a freaking skull from. Well, looks like we're just shy of building a mob cage. So we need to run another vault. Finally. 3 nights. It only took 3 nights. I need a lot of elixir for this vault. I'm definitely not getting much from wooden, or any of the mobs really. In case you didn't know, the factory room is kinda cool. Especially a really early game. It has a bunch of compressed blocks stored in these containers, these little buckets in the corners of the room. And if you're careful, you actually won't get any mob spawns in here if you just go for these ones at the edges and the one in the middle. The ones in the top corners have spawners in them. You gotta be careful getting close to them. Do we get elixir from ornate? A decent amount. What kind of elixir do we get from living? It's okay. I already used our pizza night key. We have a bombing night one. A little over halfway, and on to the next room. Alright, so here's some ornate. Yeah, I thought there was one. One of the old dungeons. We haven't seen what Gil did give us. Not that much. And on to the next room. Almost done. Then we just need to find a lodestone. Oh, another old dungeon. That's a sneaky door. It would seem that I missed a POI at the top. Sure did. Oh, we're so close to completion. Still haven't found a lodestone though. collected our elixir. Now we just need to find a lodestone. Have to for the drinky. Oh, and there it is. And there's my bounty, and we're done. Come on, lodestone. Where are you? That's not a lodestone. Hey, there's one. Alright, let's take this room and then we'll complete. Jeez. I just noticed we do not have much time left. Ugh. Let's see how much carbon we got. 971. Heck yeah, bud. And we'll add the woodens with negative modifiers. Then we'll start adding these ornate without. Okay, that's awesome. Ooh, we definitely don't want them locked. Don't want explosive. Don't want mining fatigue. Definitely don't want frenzy. Yeah, we're just gonna sink to do that. 4 levels. Alright, let's run an Uber vault. Yes. And we're gonna get our treasure door. Oh. Pog. Not gonna lie, that was super satisfying. This is gonna be another super satisfying one. Whoo! 81,000 XP, 458 chests. That's crazy. Let's see what we got from that. Oh, we overflowed on a lot of things, so that's a good indication. Look at that, 2,048 carbon. Jeez. That's crazy. And some of it even went in here. That's awesome. Alright, that'll do it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!